Season 5 reloaded. Get over to the red zone and locate your exfil point to start the mission. Once through, you're going to see these blue launch pads. Some of them will already be ready for you. Some of them you will have to shoot the red crystals to turn them into blue launch pads. Another option, probably the better option, is to bring in a scorcher with you. Once you get over to your first beacon, you're going to need to collect 4 relics. They're blue, they're floating, and they make a sound, so that'll help you to find them. Collect all 4, and that'll start the first phase. You're going to have to blast the zombies and fill the orb above the obelisk with the souls. It's a little bit messy at first. It's not too difficult. The zombies aren't tough, but there could be quite a few of them, so just watch your back. Once the orb is full, you're going to complete the first obelisk, and then you're going to locate the second one, fly to it, and you're going to do the same thing. You'll have to locate the 4 relics that are just kind of floating around on the map. Once you get all 4 of those, again, same thing, fill the obelisks with souls, or the orb above the obelisk with souls, to complete the second part of this mission. You'll be doing this one more time, but on the 3rd time, you're going to use the same second obelisk, but your relics are going to be floating and moving around the map. You got to chase them. If you don't have a scorcher, you're just going to have to jump around on platforms, track their path, see where they're going, get ahead of them, and grab them. Fill the orb with souls, and you're going to be ready to move on to the next part of this mission. Now, once that's done, you're heading over to the high-rise building. You need to get up on top of it. There is a way to use the floating trains and rocks and, like an obstacle course, bounce around until you get up there. Purpose of that is to launch you up into the ship. Once you're up on the ship, you're going to have to wait for all players to show up, or at least get close enough to it. After that, you're going to be teleported onto very high floating rocks or platforms. Make your way over to Dr. Jensen. Once there, this is going to be phase 1 of eliminating the entity. Now, the entity has these spheres that show up on her body. Those need to be blasted. Once they're blasted, she's going to lose some health and she's going to move on. As you're doing this, be watchful of these red circles that show up on the floating rocks. Lightning is going to come. Keep moving, keep floating, and worst case scenario, just jump off of the platform. It'll just respawn you above, and you fall back down again. Once all those orbs have been blasted, she's going to drop a fake reward rift. As soon as the player touches it, phase 2 is going to begin. This time you see her health bar is in gray. The reason it's in gray is because you got to locate Dr. Jensen, who's suspended above the air and has an orb floating above her body. You need to keep blasting zombies and fill that orb with souls. Once that's done, your target will become available and you can take out the orbs that are in her body. Don't forget the hands. Those are probably the most important, as that's where her laser strike comes from. After you do that and get rid of them, you're going to have to locate Dr. Jensen again, bounce around from rock to rock until you find her. And once you find her, it's going to be the same story. Just keep blasting zombies until you fill the orb, and then you can attack the entity again. Do this over and over again until you get the last shot on her and defeat the entity. After this happens, you will get your reward rift. And that reward rift will be a golden bunny, which is the first of 4 relics that you're going to need to unlock the new dark aether. The other ones you're going to collect on Urzikstan by running a bunch of tasks or challenges. I will be covering those in other videos. Guys, I hope you found this helpful. If you like this, please subscribe, please like. And I'll catch you on the next video in Urzikstan, hunting down the other 3 relics. Thanks. I'll see you on the next one.